Breaking news! During an August 14th video about Wacko Wade, viewers demanded to know why the WG69 Crime Stories channel incorrectly reported that Wade's last name was Williams, when in fact his last name is Wilson. This reporting fallacy caused quite a stir. Some even stated that the reporting was very unprofessional. We are here to address this inaccuracy and set the record straight. Listen in as we go behind the scenes to tell you exactly what happened.
Hello everyone, welcome back to WG69 Crime Stories. Today I'm hopping on for a quick video to address several comments I received on a previous video about Wade, wait for it, Wilson. First, I want to take the time to thank all of you who took the time to watch the video and share your thoughts in the comments. I want you to know that your feedback is invaluable to me, and I do genuinely love hearing from you, so much so that I'm dedicating this video to reading and reacting to some of your comments. Now, let's get straight to it. In that video, I made an error by stating Wade Wilson's last name as Williams. I want to clarify that his correct last name is Wilson. And if you notice, I did place a caption at the 16-second mark correcting myself. I left it on the screen for a bit just to make sure everybody saw it. It may still have been missed, but I did make a correction on the screen. But it looks like many of you caught the mistake as well, and certainly I appreciate that. It's always good to know that you're paying attention, close attention to the details, just like I try to do in my videos. I'm going to go through some of the comments you left and provide my reactions here on screen. Your engagement definitely helps me improve and keep the content as accurate as possible, as you should come to expect. So thank you again for bringing this to my attention. Even after I corrected in the video, I want to say I still do very much appreciate it. Now, before we dive into the comments, please remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing from you, and your feedback is what makes my channel great. So thank you. All right, let's get into it and let's see what you had to say. And I also have a little more information on Wade. All right, so the first comment that I'm looking at is from Jeep Girl 5283. She said, "You did the same thing with Wade's name, exclamation mark. You called him Williams and his last name is Wade. His name is Wade Wilson." And so I've commented since then, thanking her for sharing the feedback and that I appreciate it. So Jeep Girl 5283, you are correct. I did make the mistake. That doggone being human. But I did make the mistake, and so I appreciate you for calling it out. At least get the name right. It's Wilson, not Williams, says user WU9VU5EU31. Very unprofessional reaction video. Very unprofessional. I'm so sorry. I really did make a mistake, but I corrected it. All right, and I made the mistake probably 2 other times, so maybe 3 times, but I tried to correct it. You sound like you take your YouTube commentary very unseriously. Well, I don't take myself too seriously, and I do realize that I make mistakes, and I'm probably going to make many more, so I apologize. I am not a journalist. I am someone enjoying being on YouTube and making videos. Can't even get the perp's name correct. What's going to happen when you mess up a victim's name? It's going to be very rude and disrespectful. I would proofread everything 5 times. Thank you. Very good point. And I am not going to make any excuses, but you just never know what a person may be dealing with. I'll just leave it there. But I appreciate it. I love the feedback. Thank you so much. The next is from a user, and I think this is the YouTube assignment. So we'll just go with user. This user says he has going gay in prison, or gay for pay. He has going gay in prison. he is going gay. Maybe that's what they're meant. You see how easy it is to make a mistake? I'm sure they didn't intend to type it in that way. But he, so I did see watch a video about Wade saying that he was in love with Joey. Joey, I guess, is someone, I don't know if he met Joey on the kiosk. If any of you know how he met Joey, could you please drop that down in the comments? I am so curious. When I was watching the other video, I was wondering that, because it seems to be a new situation. I don't know if it's a relationship, because I don't know how they met, if they've even seen each other in person. Did his father ring him again? This is from Mala GUE NAM ALAGA 353. Did his father ring him again? I assume you mean, did his father call him again? Give the lady a break. She just made one mistake. Well, thank you, Mala. Yeah, I'm gonna make a mistake again if I try your name. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, though. Yeah, please give me a break. And the next is, and plus I am new to YouTube, but no excuses. I appreciate the feedback. I believe my father, this is from Leathers970. I believe any father would turn their son in on some weirdo serial killer crap. It's not like he got into a bar fight and killed someone. Oh my gosh, good point, Leathers970. Exactly. I don't understand. And even if he had gotten in a bar fight and killed someone, I guess what you're saying is that maybe you can understand, because it's him or a person acting out of emotion, acting your adrenaline rush, you're not thinking, and it's not premeditated. But when you take someone home, or you go to their home and you are intimate with that person and they never wake up, they never get up, they never are able to be around their families again because you've strangled them while she was asleep. And this is Christine Melton I'm referring to. Or Diane Ruiz, who is walking down the street, minding her own business, just going to work at a local bar, and you pull her over to get directions, and she can never now go home to her family. It breaks my heart. All right, the next comment is from Chris Abshire, I think. So Chris Abshire 82 says, "You're mad he pronounced his victim's name wrong." I'm not mad that he pronounced it. I don't know, Wade. I have no dog in this fight. I am just enjoying being on YouTube and creating videos and connecting with people. I am not personally anchored to any of these people. So nope, not mad at all. Then you do the same. It's not that Wade deserves respect. It's just part of good reporting. Not a journalist, just someone having fun. So anyway, but I appreciate the feedback, Chris Abshire. I will get it right next time. And if I don't, please pop back in and let me know that I didn't. The next is from, and I think this is a reply to Chris, Paul Coney 252 says, "Dad, anyway, could you Dad, anyway, could you lend me $20 until next week?" I know, Paul, I think where you're going with this is that every single time he talks to anybody, and especially his dad, of course, but anybody, it's money on the kiosk. I need something for the canteen. Oh, how's your day going? Oh, good, good, good. Now let's get back to the canteen. Oh my gosh, Paul, you're onto it. You see it. Sarcastic Realist 1 says, "Gotta say, watching a small YouTube channel trying to grow and you guys get name wrong in the first 23 seconds equals instant swipe. What factual information can I obtain from this channel who can't even get the DB's name right?" Next. Sarcastic Realist, what is your YouTube channel? I'd like to maybe take some lessons, because you know, when you're new at this, you're going to make mistakes. I've been listening to others for a few years on YouTube, and I hear them say, man, they remember when they started their channels out. So I don't feel bad. I just appreciate the feedback. I know that I'll grow, and as I grow, I'll get better. So no problem. And I don't think it was terrible, was it? Was it that bad? Yeah, it probably was if you got the name wrong. But, you know, next time maybe I won't. But there is a reason, and I'm going to get into that in a few minutes. All right, so Dad, shut up is what Lisa Carter K3H says. Dad, shut up. I think you have done enough. Didn't raise him. Well, so the father in an interview said that he didn't raise him because he gave him up for adoption at a young age. They gave birth to him. I think the mother was 13 or 14, and the dad was 15. And so I guess maybe their parents made them give him up for adoption. So they probably didn't have much of a choice. And I know some people will say, well, they knew what they were doing when they were intimate. But, I try not to judge. All right, Lisa Carter. So they're 4-4. They're 4-4. Keep it to yourself, Daddy-O. All right, she told him, I guess. The dad's name is Stephen. Wade's middle name is Stephen. So I just thought that was cool or interesting that they named him, even the adopted parents named him after his dad indirectly through his middle name. And actually, when he was first born, the dad did say he had a different name. They named him something. They renamed him Wade, but that was not his original name at birth. All right, so Rados, Radostinani. Yeah, okay. So all I know, and sorry, I just don't want to butcher your name. All call from jail. It's record. Yeah, he says all the calls are from jail are recorded. He did know it's going to be gone. It's all game. Yeah, so basically, yeah, I understand what you're saying, that he should know that all of the calls are recorded from jail, and he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's saying. Yeah, and it's probably where you're going with the it's all game. He's probably a little bit manipulative in the way that he speaks to everybody that he's speaking with. So I get it. The next user says his father did more harm than good. His father isn't a good person either. Interesting. You think so? You think his father's not a good person? I think we all make mistakes. The father did say he did some time in jail, but we all make mistakes. I'm not saying a person is good or bad unless you killed, unalive 2 women. Wade Williams, question mark. 100-handed bandit wants to know who in the world is Wade Williams. Oh, I want to know that too, 100-handed bandit. It was just a mistake. All right, so South London says, who is Wade Wilson? Who is Wade Williams Wilson, you mean? Yep, that's exactly what I meant, and I corrected it. But thank you for pointing that out. And if I do it again, slip of the tongue, then charge it to my head and not my heart, as they say. The next user says, the father is drunk. The father is drunk. Father is drunk. Is he? So this is the Google translation. So you're probably looking at something different on the screen, but the translation says father is drunk. And so my question was, how do you know, and what are you referring to? Like the father's always drunk, or was the father drunk on a particular video? I don't know. I don't have enough context. So if you could, user YZ2KH3NW4B, if you could reply back with what you mean, give me some more context on that. The next is Pee-wee121. It's Wade Wilson! Exclamation, exclamation. Yes, thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. I know it's Wade Wilson, not Williams. You got his name wrong. Yep, I sure did. Accidentally. And then the next is who is Wade Wilson. Yep, I agree. And that's why I created this reaction video to react to the comments, because I feel like this is very valid, that what you guys have to say. I want you to know that I am taking it seriously, and I do want to make sure that we're all on the same page. Now, before I get to this last video, I will say that there was more content in the video than only the last name, but sounds like the last name being pronounced incorrectly was something that maybe detracted from the other information in the video. So hopefully you got the point of the video and you heard what was happening throughout the video. I also try to add a little comedy in my video delivery. So sometimes it is you're seeing pictures on the screen. If you're watching it and not watching what's happening on the screen, then maybe you don't get it. But sometimes, like, there was a scene where he was stumbling, and I put someone falling down the stairs in it. But anyway, the next is Karina Craner 7343. Please, can anyone tell this dump A that all his calls are recorded? Yeah, all of the calls are recorded and everybody is listening to it. Everybody is listening. This is a very, very popular story. Please, I am European and I don't this kiosk messages thing. Oh, you're saying you don't get the kiosk messages? So a kiosk in prison, I have no personal experience, but just from research and talking to people and just living. A kiosk is a system. It looks like an ATM machine, if you will, but it's where they can check and get their emails. They can leave messages. They can read messages. They can check, I think, the balance of what's in their canteen. Canteen is the amount of money, shows the amount of money that they can use to buy personal items. So it's like a centralized system for them to get information and check status of different things. So anyway, you don't get the kiosk thing. So hopefully that helps. Otherwise, I would it by myself. You would do what by yourself? You would put some money on his kiosk. But please message this guy that every word he says is recorded and out in public. And tell him he has no game. Oh my gosh. Yeah, when I heard that, Karina Craner, when I heard, Dad, you're messing up my game. You're messing on my game. I'm like, what game? And then for anybody who will be reacting to the video where he's talking to Joey. Joey is the man in his life that he apparently loves. They love each other. They're planning on getting married. But I guess he has game for, he had game for Mila, and he has game for Kristen, and now he has game for Joey. And his father saw his game because every time he talks to any of them, it's all about money. He's gaslighting. He's telling them how great and amazing and they are and how he understands. But then he asks about kiosk and money and canteen. So I don't know. Is it really valid? All right. So I did say I would explain kind of why the mistake. I do a lot of work with individuals in the engineering field. And one of the persons I was working with, that is their last name. So the name was just kind of fresh on my mind at the time. And so that's why I kept saying the name incorrectly. But I do want to also share with you one other thing. Someone in the comments wrote something about that they may turn him gay or something like that. So I did some research and I saw something. I was trying to look at what percentage of prisoners are gay. It doesn't really matter to me personally, but since you mentioned it, the only bit of information I could find is something on California, and it says 67% of LGBT men and women in California prisons are forced into gay sex with older prisoners. And so I just thought that was interesting. I'm going to dig around a little bit just in case that's something you're interested in. Then I like researching and I can find out a little bit more. But the guy that he is talking to, he does sound like he might be an older gentleman. And I don't know. It feels like Wade might be interested in him because he obviously needs money on his canteen. Also, just to update you, last thing, to update you on his GoFundMe, aka Fundly account. It's actually a Fundly account. I keep hearing people say it's GoFundMe. I haven't found that yet, but fundly.com is the website. So far he's had 300, as of today, 314 donors. That means the total number of people who have donated to him to reach his $100,000 goal is 314 people. As of today, he has raised $63,000, $63,725 to be exact. And it's in the space of medical and health. They're actually looking at it as looking at him as someone who, when he was younger, had medical issues due to, I don't want to repeat that because I don't find, the dad said it wasn't true, anything about his mom being on drugs. So I don't think that's the case. But I don't know, because I don't know any of these people. But anyway, thank you, everyone. I want to say I really appreciate it, and I sincerely mean it. Thank you for sticking with me through this quick reaction video. Again, I appreciate all of your comments and your feedback. Keep them coming. It helps me so much. And if you haven't yet, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and keep those comments flowing in. I'm looking forward to hearing from you all again. Please let me know, did this answer your concerns? Was this what we should have done in this case? And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Hope you all have a blessed evening. Have a good night, and we'll talk soon.